Plymouth Superbird. This Superbird recreation was developed by Mark Worman's graveyard cars firm especially for mopeds sema stand. It started life as a Plymouth Road Runner. Worman noted he would have customized an original Superbird, and features Mopa's new 697 bhp 6.2-litre supercharged HELLCRATE engine, dubbed the HELLCRATE. The color, since you're wondering, is FJ5 limelight green. Ford Super Duty F350 Lariat Sema featured something of an arms race between exhibitors, trying to prove they could load the most ridiculous thing onto the flatbed of a pickup. This F350 was modified by HELLCRATE suspension products, and featured the firm's big wig air springs and front and rear sway bars. That means it can easily carry an Arctic Cat Wildcat X Limited UTV. Given the F350 is powered by a 6.8 LV8 turbo diesel, it can probably cope with the extra weight. BTR edition Ford Focus and Blood Type Racing were apparently inspired to combine the lifestyle of photography, videography and motorsport when they developed a Ford Focus Street for sema. Hence the B-Tradition Focus Street, featuring a 2.0L EcoBoost engines, race-tuned Borg-Warner turbo, airlift performance suspension, and a drone rack on the roof. Ford Mustang Fastback DRAGG Drag Racing Against Guns and Graffiti is an after-school program in Oxnard, California that aims to encourage young people to consider a future in the automotive industry. What better way to do that than working with the Oxnard Police Department to develop a Guardian-themed police vehicle Mustang Shelby GT350 built by the original Venice crew, this continuation model of the 1965 Shelby GT350 competition model. Based on a 1965 Mustang Fastback, it features a Shelby V8, and a 4-speed manual transmission. Los Angeles firm OVC will make 36 ROLLS-ROYCE 2530. This machine, based on a 1937 Rolls-Royce, features gloss pearl white, a heavily customized interior and a new addictive audio system, presumably not an option on the 1937 original. It was built for Justin Bieber, just in case you were wondering. Mini Cooper. This Mini Cooper is a sema regular. It was developed by West Coast Customs, who featured on the MTV TV show Pimp My Ride, which possibly explains why it features 80,000 crystals on the roof. Volkswagen Rabbit GTI. The Mk1 Golf GTI was sold in the USA as the Volkswagen Rabbit, and this 1984 example has been restored by Connor Harford. It was entered in the Young Guns division of the Sema Battle of the Builders. Toyota Camry. Well, sort of. The Toyota stand displayed the 2018 Camry's form with this interesting, color-changing light display. Toyota CHRRTUNED. Toyota wanted to showcase the potential of the CHR SUV, so tasked Dan Gardner's performance engineering firm with developing a hot version of it for sema. The resulting car maintained the road car's front-wheel drive layout and a 4-cylinder engine, but pretty much everything else was modified. Powered by a 2.4-litre Toyota 2AE-FE engine with a DGSP-EC Garrett turbo, it produces 591 bhp, and the aerodynamic additions enable it to produce 300 pounds of downforce. It recently lapped the 2.5-mile big track at Willow Springs in California in 1 minute 25.22 seconds, the 5th quickest lap of the track. PPG Stand Sema was held over Halloween, so PPG Paints got into the spooky spirit with its stand. The attention to detail in the boneyard was brilliant. Even the sample paint displays were done in the shape of bats. Plymouth BARRCUDAFOURDOOR. This looks like an authentic 1970 Plymouth Barracuda, until you count the doors. There are 4. The original had 2. It was built entirely from scratch by ECS Automotive Concepts as a what-if concept. Notably, the firm did unearth reports from 1969 that Plymouth had originally planned a four-door version of the Barracuda, but it never went into production. Plymouth AIRRADICAL pickup. Gary Corns, who owns Colorado Auto and Parts, apparently loves cars and planes, which may explain why he took this 1939 pickup truck and stuck an air radial engine from a 1950s seaplane in it. Seems sensible. P-32 Street Fighter. Inspired by the P-52 Mustang military jet, this Foose design-created roadster is styled on a fighter plane. It's powered by a V12 Lincoln Zephyr motor, which has exhausts at the side of the bonnet modeled on a P-40 Warbird. Inside, there are seats taken from a bomber. Oh, and the gas tanks are styled to resemble bombs. Old Smoky F1. This started out as a 1949 Ford F1 that Scott Birdsall bought for $225 on the internet. His Chuckles garage firm didn't much to the shell, but had to replace the engine. It eventually ended up with a 5.7-litre 12-valve Cummins diesel, and then added a turbo system that could deliver 106 psi of boost, giving it an output of 1216 bhp. Oh, and it also has a nitrous system that can deliver a further boost of 369 bhp. The aim is to top 200 miles per hour across a measured mile. Ford Escort Cosworth. You could find Ken Block's cars pretty much everywhere you turned at SEMA, but surely none were finer than this 1991 Ford Escort Cosworth, which features in his forthcoming Gymkhana 10 stunt showcase. Lexus Black Panther-inspired LC. Lexus had a pair of cars which featured a tie-in with a new Marvel film Black Panther. This LC was the less subtle of the two, featuring a Black Panther mask inlay on the hood, a glowing underbody and a panther's claw design on the wing mirrors. Jeep Shortcut. This concept vehicle is based on the Wrangler, with the body shortened by more than 12 inches for extra on-trail maneuverability. It's designed to involve the spirit of 1950s Americana, and is powered by a 3.6-litre V6 engine. Mopar. Jeep Wrangler parts. Mopar used SEMA to showcase the range of performance parts it will offer for the forthcoming new Jeep Wrangler. It will offer more than 200 pieces at launch. Hyundai Ioniq Electric. This Ioniq EV was developed by Hyundai engineers in America to compete in the Ultimate Street Car Association's USCA Optima Street Car Challenge, in a bid to prove battery vehicles can be fun to drive. Upgraded to produce 201 bhp using a prototype motor, giving it a 060 mph time of 6.0 sec. The machine won the USCA GTE class this year. DIVCO Model 13. Founded in 1926 and closing in 1986, DIVCO, the Detroit Vehicle Company, made a range of delivery trucks, including this 1954 Model 13. Originally used by Palm Dairies for milk deliveries before becoming a service company electrical truck in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the Model 13 was restored and given this subtle paint job by Counts Customs and House of Color. The design was inspired by a 1969 panel delivery truck. Honda Fit HFP. The Honda Fit, or Jazz to those in the UK, isn't the sort of car you necessarily expect to see at SEMA. Still, this version has been upgraded with a new Honda Factory Performance HFP kit in a bid to up its sporty credentials. It featured a color-matched side underbody spoiler, 16-inch alloy wheels, sport suspension and pedals, a rear spoiler and red carpet mats. Gravedigger. The SEMA show is full of monster trucks, but some are more monstrous than others. This was one of two versions of Gravedigger, which competes in the Monster Jam series, that could be found at SEMA. There are 9 versions of Gravedigger currently in use, but 35 trucks have carried the name since the first was built in 1982. Garia Golf Roadster. If something has an engine and wheels, chances are there's a customized version somewhere at SEMA. Garia developed this roadster as a sporting version of its standard golf cart, apparently making it ideal for on and off the course. McLaren MP412C. This 2014 MP412C customization was completed just in time for SEMA, albeit without the full planned bodywork, by Deity Motorsports for California-based ice cream magnate Scott Afters. Apparently, Afters uses this car in previously modified form as a daily driver, but found the lowered car difficult to drive over bumpy surfaces. So Deity fitted new custom airlift suspension, allowing the car to be raised on command. Honda Civic Type R Red Carbon Kit. The Civic Type R isn't the most subtle of cars to start with, but Honda still used SEMA to launch a new red carbon kit styling pack. It adds a red carbon fiber effect mirror covers, a wing spoiler, illuminated side sill and the red leather gearshift cover. The SEMA Display Type R also features special 20-inch forged alloy wheels. Chevrolet Hot Wheels Edition Camaro. To mark the 50th anniversary of the first 164 Hot Wheels model of a Camaro, Chevrolet produced 2 special editions for SEMA. Available as coupe or convertible, the special edition features an exclusive crush color, 20-inch wheels and Hot Wheels logos. And, yes, there is a 164 Hot Wheels version available. Chevrolet High Country. This Chevrolet, featured on the Cooper Tires stand, put in an admirable entry in the unofficial SEMA competition to see how much you could pack onto a pickup. There are 2 snowmobiles, a mountain bike and a snowboard set on the roof. Shame it was 26C and sunny in Las Vegas. Really? Chevrolet Camaro 2SS. This Camaro was covered with labels highlighting all the optional accessories and performance parts fitted to it. But how to see the ones on the car's floor? Simple. Jack it up onto its side. Chevrolet Camaro XL1. The Exorcist, developed by Hennessy. The Exorcist is a dramatically named Camaro XL1 kit that features a series of engine modifications, including a larger supercharger and intercooler, to boost power from 650 bhp to 1000 bhp. Which probably makes it as terrifying as the film. It shares a name with Hyundai. Ioniq. Hyundai displayed a range of modified machines at SEMA, including this Ioniq, developed by Bismoto Engineering. Rather than being built for show, the hyperconic Ioniq was revamped for efficiency. The firm tried to make it as efficient as possible. It features a Bismoto Dream Aero kit, along with custom suspension to minimize ground clearance, one-piece carbon fiber wheels, low rolling resistance tires, a pulsey chamber exhaust and new electronics. Combined with new spark plugs and intercooler, Bismoto says it has improved the efficiency to more than 80 mpg. Acura NSX Dream Project tuning firm Science of Speed developed its version of the Ultimate NSX, which is badged in Acura rather than Honda in the US for SEMA. The Dream Project features liquid injection intercoolers and a revised exhaust, boosting power to 602 bhp, with 507 pounds-feet of torque. It's also been lowered, with a lift automatic sensing suspension technology that raises the car when it detects obstacles in its path. Willys Jeep MB Mopar, the FCA Group's parts arm, featured a variety of customized Jeeps on its stand, along with a full range of parts for the forthcoming new Wrangler, so it was fitting it also featured the machine. The whole Jeep range grew out of a Willys Overland MB from 1944. It won a 1939 commission from the U.S. government to design a light military reconnaissance vehicle. Willys Overland would build more than 368,000 Jeeps during World War II, 379 Peterbilt. Yes, there are even customized big rig trucks at SEMA. This 1995 Peterbilt was part of the fleet of transport firm Reliable Carriers, but after being retired it was completely rebuilt with air ride suspension, custom paint, tanks and interior. It's now called Rock Bottom. Close.